Good morning, Jays, and welcome to our show.
In today's show, we're going to give you everything you need to know about coming back to school 4 days a week.
We have an interview with Mr. Sharp, some announcements, and how to do COVID traveling.
This is KLHS. We know that there are a lot of rumors flying around about coming back to school in person, and if you didn't hear already, those rumors are coming true.
You are right. On Friday, the district announced that as of April 5th, students will be coming to school 4 days a week.
We will be keeping our virtual Wednesday, meaning A and B days will both come to school Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Kearney, North Kansas City schools, Platte County, and Park Hills schools districts have also planned to return to in-person learning as well.
I'm interested in how kids feel about coming back to school, so let's see what they have to say about this.
People are going to be more tired, slower, not as efficient. It doesn't really affect me because I graduate early anyway.
My thoughts are, there's definitely going to be more cases of COVID, but, I think that it'll be good because everybody wants to go back to school and, kids don't learn as well when they're at home by themselves without their teachers. So, I think it'll be good, but it'll be a little bit worse, in COVID, but I think it'll be good overall.
It's definitely going to be weird with double the amount of kids here, and I'm wondering how we're going to fit everyone in classrooms and at lunch.
I honestly think we'll just have to wait and see how everything's going to work out. Luckily, we do have an interview with admin Mr. Mike Sharp for a little more insight.
I'm Taylor Coonrod here with Mr. Sharp, and what rules will be changing as students come back April 5th?
Well, April 5th, first off, we're really excited to get a big chunk of our student population back. In terms of just rules that are changing, a lot of them are going to stay the same, just in terms of our COVID procedures as well as our general processes. But obviously, we're doubling the size of students that are coming in. So you'll probably, the biggest thing that you'll notice is there'll be more kids in your classes, as well as your lunch shifts and things like that. We're still going to do our best in order to try to maintain distance as much as possible, but understanding that we probably won't have the full 6 feet just based on square footage, as well as some of the easing of restrictions.
And what new expectations will be set?
A lot of as I mentioned too, a lot of the expectations are going to continue to be the same. We're going to kind of review some of the items from the student handbook just to make sure that, especially with all of our kids back, we're abiding by all the school rules as well as some of our COVID procedures.
And what do you look forward to as more students come in?
One, just seeing more faces. This has obviously been a little bit of a interesting time for sure, but we want to try to get back to as much of normal school as humanly possible, and I think that's a big part of it is starting to see more faces in the hallways.
Thank you. This has been Taylor Coonrod signing off.
Thank you, Taylor. And now for some announcements.
We're on the ABBA schedule this week, and we have a 2.5-hour early release on Thursday. I'm so excited for spring break.
I am too. I'm also excited for a special senior event coming up. The Pancake Breakfast is on March 24th from 7 to 8:15 a.m. Make sure to check your email to RSVP.
Moving on, Northland Career Center is hosting Shadow Days for students who have applied or are interested in applying for next school year. Check out the link below for info on days and times, and you can also talk to your counselor for more information.
Today is National Proofreading Day, and every day on March 8th, National Proofreading Day highlights the importance of proofreading our written work. This day also allows those who enjoy proofreading to gently correct others.
This day promotes mistake-free writing, and we have some tips. One technique is to walk away and let your work sit for a little, and then whenever you come back, you're reading it with fresh eyes.
Another technique is to put your phone on Do Not Disturb and remove all distractions and interruptions. Also, keep your list of your routine errors and look for those first.
Finally, even though this sounds crazy, turn off your autocorrect. When used strictly as a tool, autocorrect can be helpful, but over time we become reliant on it.
Take some time today to reflect on your writing habits.
We'll be back after this short break.
Some days are just rough. But after a long day at school, there's one thing that can always cheer you up. At Baskin-Robbins, there's endless ice cream flavors and combinations to try. Come to Baskin-Robbins Liberty to end your day with a smile.
Moving right along, we now have a package from our awesome reporter, Taylor Coonrod, over traveling during COVID.
Take it away, Taylor.
With spring break coming up, I spoke to Nurse Kovac about how to stay safe while traveling.
If you do need to travel, make sure that you stay only with the people that you live with as much as possible. Make sure that you carry hand sanitizer with you. Make sure that you wear a double-layered mask at all times and stay 6 feet away from people.
Missouri does not have any travel restrictions at this time. However, if you do plan on traveling to another state, you should research their travel restrictions.
There are places that once you travel to that area, you cannot go anywhere for about 2 weeks because they don't want to continue the spread, and they have much higher death rates than we have in Missouri.
If you do plan on traveling anytime soon, remember, wear your mask, maintain 6 feet, and stay safe. This has been Taylor Coonrod signing off from KLHS.
Finally, we have a lot of sports news to catch you up on today, so let's head over to Thomas and John.
Thank you guys. John Alvey joined with Thomas Hand, bringing you an exciting sports report as we're moving in to the playoff season with our respective basketball teams, starting with the girls as they advance to sectionals. With that big win on Thursday night, Thomas, they're going to take on Staley on Wednesday night at Staley. How big of an opportunity is it for them to win this game and move to the Final 8?
Well, it's obviously a big deal. I mean, whenever it's the playoffs, you're just trying to win and then just keep your season alive. But this is a tough Staley team. They've got a lot of players who've been playing for 4 years, so they got a lot of experience on the floor. But, Lady Jays, after what they did against Truman, I think they have a shot in any game.
Yeah, and speaking of Truman, our men's team also defeated Truman. That was on Friday to win the district championship, and they will also face Staley. That game will be at home on Tuesday at 6 p.m. So another big opportunity. Both of our teams coming up in huge situations. We don't get to see them move this deep every single year. Thomas, what are you looking for from this men's team? They lost to Staley earlier on in the season. What do they have to do to reverse that result and get the win this time around?
I mean, I think the big story in this game is going to be the return of Kellen Goodwin, because the last time these two teams faced off, Kellen Goodwin wasn't feeling so hot on that ankle, and then Caden Fish had 22 points, and that really led the way for the Falcons to win the game. So for him to be able to defend him, to the best of his ability, it's going to be a big deal, and that's probably what this game's going to come down to.
Absolutely. Now we'll head over to an interview with Javion Byers, giving us an inside look at the remainder of the season.
Hi, I'm here with Javion Byers, and Javion, how did you feel after the win since it was such a close game?
Oh, I felt great, especially because we didn't really get it going. It was close because in the first half we couldn't really get it going offensively, but we stayed positive and just did what we do, and we pulled out the win, and it was a good win.
And also, what are you going to do personally to prepare for tomorrow's game against Staley?
Just play my role, defend, and just do what I normally do best. And if I'm playing at my best, then that's really going to help out the team. So just really be assignment sound and play my best.
And also, what do you think was the winning factor on Friday's game, and how is the team going to try to incorporate that tomorrow?
I would definitely say second half, when a lot of us got going in the third quarter, that really changed the momentum of the game. And because me and Javen Shaw, I would say, were really kind of off in the first half, but then me and him got it going, and then everybody just started going, and we just got the flow and got a good win.
Thank you. I'm reporting for KLHS. I'm Megan Gifford.
That's all we have for you guys today. Let's toss back to the front desk.
Thank you guys for another wonderful sports report.
We have 2 more senior spotlights for today.
First up, we have Dawson Vogelaar, and Dawson is a part of the cross-country team and Lego club and band. His favorite high school memory was the cross-country traveling team trip. He says hard work changes things. He will also be attending Missouri State University in the fall.
Next up is Ryan Rauch. He's a part of Link, NHS, Leadership, and Chamber Choir. His favorite high school memory was Liberty Hour with his friends. He'll be attending Northwest to get his undergrad, then will transfer to get a law degree in the future. His quote for current high schoolers is, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." From Ferris Bueller.
Good luck on all your future endeavors, guys.
All right, thank you everyone. That's all we have for today, so please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
From KLHS, this has been Taylor Coonrod, Thomas Hand, John Alvey, Claire Hamilton, Allie Collier, and the rest of our amazing production crew. I'm Taylor Anderson.
And I'm Olivia DeVolt. Have a marvelous Monday, Jays.